Hi friends, welcome to our Creativity Club. I'm Meredith, the brand ambassador for Faber-Castell USA Creativity for Kids. Today I am unboxing our plant pets, and we have two versions. We have our unicorn and we have our cute little dino. Today we'll be doing our unicorn, but if we can get a front-facing shot, I'll show you what our dinosaur looks like too. Oh, look how cute this is. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the box and get started. We'll put our dino up here out of the way. Okay. So as I'm opening up the box, I do want to flip it over and just show you something real quick. This here is perforated. It's part of the craft. So you want to be careful when you're opening up your box to not just like rip it open all crazy like, and just open it from the top, because you will be using this part for part of your display. All right, we have our adorable little unicorn, our chia seeds, our potting mix, our cute little watering dish in the shape of a heart, our handy dandy instructions, paintbrush, stickers, other stickers, our paint, and our tongue. That's right, I said our tongue. So this is super magical. It actually helps water your chia seeds, and we'll get to that in a bit. So let's go ahead and open up the instructions. All right, so as I mentioned, we're saving the box. With adult assistance, carefully cut out the play mat printed on the back of your box. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Like I mentioned, it is perforated, but it might be a little bit easier to just go ahead and use a pair of scissors and just follow along the dotted line and cut out your little play mat. And so the dinosaur comes with one of these as well. And it's just the perfect little green space for your dinosaur. Oop, well, that's just coming right off like that. For your dinosaur or your unicorn to hang out while your chia is growing. All right, all set. So we'll keep that here. Okay, paint and decorate. So we're going to be painting our unicorn's mane, tail, on the little feet, and our unicorn horn. So since we're painting, I'm going to put down a paper towel to cover our work surface so I don't get any paint on our table. I'll put our tongue and our stickers and everything else over there. And here's our unicorn. Now, as a matter of fact, since I have done this kit, I'm going to take our tongue, and further along in the instructions, it actually says what you're going to be doing with it. So you're going to be putting your tongue into some water, and that is actually going to allow the tongue to absorb water. And you want it to be completely saturated, so we're going to stick it in our water and let it soak while we paint. There you go. So here's our tongue in our water, and we'll just set that aside. We'll remove our little safety tip for our paintbrush, and here's my water that I'll use to rinse out my brush. Okay, so you can use the picture on the box for inspiration, or you can paint your unicorn however you'd like. So I'll be following what's in the instructions for my inspiration. And I do want to mention This gold paint is actually shimmery, so for special little touches, you can use our shimmery gold paint. And I'm going to start with that for our unicorn horn. And just like painting anything, if you're going to be, when you change color, just go ahead and rinse out your brush and dry so you don't mix your colors. Unless you'd like to mix your colors, and if you want to mix your colors, that's all good too. It's all up to you. There you go. So, for an even paint application, you might want to put 2 coats on. So this is our first coat. Ta-da! Hey, okay. So I'll also do down here, basically like painting her toenails. Little pedicure for our unicorn. And if the paint goes somewhere you don't want it to go, just use a little paper towel or a sponge, and you could, or even a Q-tip to wipe it off. And the paint will take a little bit of time to dry, so be careful when you're spinning your little unicorn around. Try not to get your hands in the wet paint. Now our dinosaur comes red. So on our dinosaur, you can paint it however you'd like, but the body does come red. So on that one I painted the little, the dinosaur spikes on his back. There you go. Okay, and actually I think I want to do inside the ears with a little bit of sparkle too. Fun. 1 and 2. Now you might be thinking, oh, like what about the eyes? And you can paint eyes on, but we do give you stickers as well, and they are wiggly eye stickers. So you can put those on after your paint dries, if you want. Alright, so our pink. Now when you open up your paint, you might see a little bit of kind of liquid on top, and that's normal for acrylic paint. We're using acrylic paint. So if you do spill or get it on your clothes, you will want to clean that up immediately. But back to, if you see a little bit of liquid on the top of your paint, just mix it in. That's just normal. So, there we go. And painting our mane with pink. And the other side. So both sides are mirrored. So the mane on one side is the same shape as the mane on the other side. And how about a little pink on the tail? Yep. And this is plastic. Our little unicorn and dinosaur planter are plastic, so that's why doing 2 coats of paint actually creates a smoother look than just the one So we'll put one coat on, let it dry, and we'll see how much time we have, and if we have time enough to do 2 coats, we will, and if we don't, you can do it at home when you do have more time. And some purple. Actually, I'm going to do the yellow next. And just mix the liquid in a little bit, like that. I think I want to do the yellow next, right next to the pink, so it's a little bit different than what's shown on the box. I really like the yellow and pink combination, as well as the blue and purple. So I'll put blue next to purple and the pink next to the yellow. And this is a really cute little planter. I love our little grow kits like this because they're perfect for like gifts. Not only do you get to be creative, but then you get to grow something in it. So it takes a little bit longer for your stuff to grow, but you'll have it on display, and it's kind of magical when you do see things growing. There we go. And on the other side. Whee! Just like that. Now I actually overlapped the yellow and the pink a little bit, and it created orange. So that's kind of fun. And next I'll do blue, and then I'll do purple. Mix our paint, just like that. And we're, in the kit you get a fine tip paintbrush, which is very helpful for following along the mane and the tail. So when you push a little bit harder with your brush, it actually fills up the space that you're painting pretty nicely. And if you're painting and some of the color that you just painted mixes in, it looks kind of cool because it becomes kind of rainbowy. So that's what I call a happy accident. Alright, and the other side. It really works for a unicorn. A magical mixing of paint. And I'm just pushing a little harder so the bristles of the brush fit right over the shape of the hair of the mane, just like that. All right, now purple is last. I'll mix it up, and I'll do the tail first. And actually, I think I'll do something fun, kind of based off of what we just explored, mixing the paint a bit accidentally. I'm gonna make a little bit of a purple into pink. So here's the purple, and I'm gonna bring it down to just about there. And while it's still wet, I'm going to introduce some pink and see how that looks. it might look like an ombre or a fade type of an effect. I haven't tried this before, but based off of what we just did, I think it'll work out pretty cool. Ooh, yeah, that's neat. So I'm just painting pink up into the purple, and it's creating this really cool pinky purple color. There we go. Ooh, fancy. Fancy unicorn. And I do need to put some more purple up in the mane, and then I'll be done with the painting for now. Right around, we'll call this the unicorn's bangs. The unicorn has purple bangs. And just be careful not to put your hand in the wet paint. Just and around. And then one more area with the purple right here. Okay, so she is all painted, at least with one layer of paint. And I love the sparkle of that gold. Oh, I missed a little spot up there. I'll get that spot right now. So, along with the color mixing that we just did with the pink and the purple, if you did want to add a little bit more shimmer to your paint, you could always take just the smallest amount of the gold and mix it into your paint to give it a little bit of shimmer. You don't want to use too much, or else that might just totally change the color of your paint. But, okay, so let's see what we'll do next. Alright, wiggly eyes and stickers. Once your paint is dry, apply the 2 circular stickers on either side of your unicorn's face, and then place the wiggly eyes on top. Alright, we'll put our water to the side. And these are our stickers. So you can see here, there's plenty of different stickers that you can use to decorate your unicorn or your little display area. But the 2 stickers for the eyes have eyelashes on them. So we'll be putting those 2 stickers on either side of our unicorn's face. So we'll just right up front. You can see just like that. And the other one. Just like that. So you can see our unicorn like that. Now you're given a couple 3D stickers. So these are rhinestone stickers in the shapes of flowers, hearts, and stars, as well as our wiggly eye stickers. So you just peel off your wiggly eye sticker. Oops, that one just came right off. And put it right on top of your other eyeball. So it definitely stands out. Cute. Ta-da! All right, now these cute little rhinestone stickers I'm going to put back here, kind of in the rear of our unicorn, just to bring some sparkle back there. And maybe a heart as well, and maybe a star too. Little heart. And a little star on this side. There we go. And over here, I think I need a lucky little ladybug hanging out. There we go. And a butterfly. Because who doesn't need a butterfly, especially when we're talking unicorns. There we go. Okay. What's next? All right. Once the paint is dry, apply the 2 circular stickers as the eyes we did. Okay, apply the stickers and rhinestones to the unicorn. And then you can put some on the play surface, which we did. Place the unicorn in heart-shaped bowl onto the mat. Boop. Boop. There we go. Apply the stickers around the mat. When you're finished, move the unicorn off the mat and onto the paper towel. So this is just so you know what areas are still open for decorating. That's why we tell you to put the unicorn and the little bowl on the mat. There we go. Okay, so back to our tongue. We'll put all of this to the side here. So we already put the tongue in the water so it could get completely saturated. Now we're going to take the narrow end of the tongue and feed it through the mouth. Pull the tongue through until the wide end reaches the mouth. So I'm going to take this out and feed the narrow end. So the narrow end is over here. And this is the thicker end. So we're going to take the narrow end and put it through the mouth of the unicorn. So you can see it should be coming through. Let's see. Keep going. Going through. Oh! And it stopped because we've hit the wider part of the tongue. So up here, I'm going to do that again only because I know that the tongue should be going downward so you can see it in the back of the unicorn. There we go. You can kind of see it right there. So we're just going to feed it through just like that. So now you can see our little unicorn tongue right down here in the back. All right. Now we're putting the tongue in the little dish just so it doesn't get our work surface all wet. All right, so now it's time to prepare our potting mix. So the potting mix is what is in the Ziploc bag. So add a few tablespoons of clean water into the potting mix, and then we're going to squish the bag together until it's kind of like clay. So we just want to get it all nice and moist. So I'm just going to pour the water in a little bit at a time. Like that, and smush, 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 making sure that I can actually zip it closed. But I'm just going to make sure that there's no dry potting mix, and you can see when it starts sticking together like this, that means that it's nice and moist. It's got water on it. Now if the potting mix does not stick together like this, you might have to put more water in. And if it's too watery, like it's dripping with water, you might have to put it out on a paper towel and just kind of pat it dry. Now what you're going to do is squeeze the mixture into the bottom of the unicorn and press it into place. So I'm going to do this just like this, a little bit at a time. Just trying to control it so it comes out in clumps. And you can see so far we have this much, and we have to fill all of that still. So in you go, potting mix, in you go. Oop. And you can just push it down in there. And push it down. And we still have some more to go. So it won't completely fill up the back of your unicorn or your dinosaur, but it will come very close, like that. There we go. All right, and we'll put that to the side and wipe off our fingers. Now our tongue is underneath all of our potting mix, and we kind of want to bring that up into our potting mix a little bit. So what I'm using is the back of our paintbrush, and I'm going to just kind of flick the tongue up until I can see it. Here it is. Here's our tongue. So it's got some dirt on it, but you can pretty much see it. So I just brought it up a little bit. And I'm going to just push it down so it's more so in the middle of the potting mix rather than right below it or right on top of it. So we definitely want to have potting mix on top of the tongue. There we go. All right, now it's time for our chia seeds. Okay, so we're going to sprinkle our chia seeds over top of our potting mix. And I like to control how many chia seeds that I place in, because sometimes if you use too many chia seeds at once, they kind of don't grow as they should. So I'm just going to put, let's see here, about a pinch like this. And there's a ton of chia seeds left, so we can use those to plant again. But I'm just going to take a couple pinches and sprinkle them right into the back of our adorable little unicorn. All right, that's probably enough. Just kind of shush them around a little bit. Good. All right, and now we're going to just add some water into our cute little heart-shaped watering dish. So as our soil gets dry, the tongue will absorb the water and bring it all the way up into our potting soil and keep our chia seeds nice and wet. And as you need to, you'll see the water go down, so just add more water whenever you see the water has gone down completely. So the chia seeds will probably start to sprout in about 3 to 5 days, and it just depends on where you put your chia seeds, where you put your little planter, and you want to put it in some light because seeds need light and water to grow. Don't put your chia seeds in direct sunlight though, because that might burn them. So we just want them in kind of like filtered light. And avoid unnecessary handling. So basically just let your chia seeds grow. Don't be like picking up your unicorn and bringing it over to Grandma's house. Just let it sit and grow and then bring it over to Grandma's house and show what you did. So those are our little tips for you. And I think we'll put our little dinosaur next to our unicorn and they can both share the water. Yay, how cute is that? All right, cool. Well, thank you for joining me. This was super fun, and I can't wait to see what your chia seeds and what your unicorn or your dinosaur look like. So if you'd like to share with us, go ahead and ask an older friend or an adult to take a picture and just share it on our Facebook page, Creativity for Kids, or hashtag on our Instagram page, Creativity for Kids. So thanks for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.